I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
All right, let's do our sell highs real quick.
All right, let's do some sell highs.
I have one this week. That's all I could think of this week.
I have a few, so I'll go first here. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start at quarterback. My sell high is Jalen Hurts.
Oh yeah, sell high for sure.
It's maybe not the best week to sell him because he just had a bad week, and it's been like his only fantasy-wise his only bad week of the year. So maybe you wait one more week to sell him. But I will be shocked if Jalen Hurts is still the quarterback, the starting quarterback by the end of the year. I think he's gonna get benched.
He's terrible.
Yeah, because their team's not good, and he doesn't
pass the ball. He runs it.
Yeah, he just.
And if he doesn't run it, Jordan Howard and Boston Scott runs it.
Right.
He's awful.
So I just think at some point
he's like the best.
The thing is,
awful. Wait, let me say this. He's the best awful quarterback that scores the most fantasy points ever.
I just think he's a great sell high because he's been scoring a ton of fantasy points, and so someone is going to be like, oh yeah, I want the number 5 quarterback in the league.
Right.
But in 3 weeks,
it
he might be giving you 0 points.
Right.
Because he's on the bench.
He can't throw the ball, so he's like, I can't make that. I'll just run it.
Right. So to me, I'd rather just trade him. I would even trade down a few spots and take a little bit lower quarterback for him. Just for somebody who I know is not going to get benched.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. So you have 3, is that what you said?
Yeah, I have...
so do your second one, then I'll do mine.
So another one for me, and we've kind of talked about this team a lot, but Michael Carter is a pretty good sell high for me.
Sell high? Yeah.
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 I
see that.
There's no way he's going to keep getting 14 targets.
No.
I mean, maybe he benefits from Mike White being the quarterback.
Yeah, maybe he'll be better than what he has been, but I don't feel like you can't expect what he did.
And maybe you hold on to him because everyone might think it was a fluke week for him, and if that's the case, then
if you're trying to trade
hold on to him.
If you're trying to trade him to us, then.
But if someone thinks like, oh man, he's about to go off, he just had a crazy week of 30 points, and they're willing to pay a lot for him, I would trade him because they're still the Jets. And I would say the odds are that they go back to being the Jets.
Yeah, no, I like that a lot. I like that call a lot. He had 27.7 fantasy points, 15 attempts, 77 yards, 1 touchdown. And then on the and this is really where the sell high comes in. He had 14 targets, 9 receptions, 95 yards.
Yeah,
that's
no
like
way
across the board.
Keep getting 14 targets.
That's not sustainable for Michael Carter. You need to sell him while you can if anyone is gullible enough to do it.
Yeah, if someone is buying the 30 points, sell him.
Yeah, get rid of him.
He just had his best game of the year.
My sell high this week, which is a guy that I think we'll agree on for sure, is in fact Joe Mixon, who had 14 attempts, 33 yards. Okay, 1 touchdown,
typical.
And
Joe
then
Mixon.
he had 5 targets, 4 receptions, 58 yards. 23 fantasy points. That's a pretty good week for your running back, but this is not Joe Mixon. He does not have enough talent to keep that kind of production going on. In my opinion, I could be wrong. I just don't like Joe Mixon, but I feel like you could get a lot for him this week. And if you can get a lot for him this week after a pretty good game, 23.1 fantasy points in a half PPR league, you should do it.
That's why I love Joe Mixon as a sell high too, because you can just get so much for him, and I just don't think he's.
Was that your next one?
That wasn't my next one, but just because I've brought him up in the past, I still think he's a great sell high.
Yeah, he's a great sell high. I feel like like look at his previous weeks. He had 23 points week 1, 7.62, 9.9, 13. It's fluky. It's fluky for sure. And if someone is excited about Joe Mixon after this past week, give him to him and try to get something of value out of him. I feel like Joe Mixon is a great sell high target this week. So if you have the opportunity to do it, then you should do it because look at this. 14 attempts, 33 yards.
Right.
Okay.
He's a pillar of consistency.
Yeah, pillar of consistency. All right, what's your last sell high?
My last sell high is an interesting one.
All right.
He's coming off, or expected to potentially come off the IR this week. And he's pretty good at football, but Christian McCaffrey.
Sell high?
Yep.
Sell high for Christian McCaffrey.
He's coming back this week, so someone's going to be willing to pay Christian McCaffrey price for him.
No, I like that call.
And their team is so bad, I think if he gets nicked up at all, they're just going to shut him down for the year because he seems to be dealing
Yeah,
with
what
some
are they
health
playing
issues.
for? Right, and what are they playing for?
Yeah, it's just not worth it. And their team sucks. I mean, Sam Darnold's so bad. I don't even know if Christian McCaffrey would be normal Christian McCaffrey on that team right now.
Right.
So I would sell him right now because if news comes out that he gets activated off the IR, there's going to be plenty of teams who are like, yeah, I'll trade you whatever you want for him because he's Christian McCaffrey.
Right.
So do that because I don't think he's going to be Christian McCaffrey going forward.
Right. Well, I would agree with that because
you're probably you probably don't have a great record if you have Christian McCaffrey on your
that's
lineup.
right. That's
So
right. You
trade
spend
him.
a lot of money for him, or
Yeah.
you use your first round pick to get him,
Right.
or something like that.
You can get-
It's probably not looking
You
good.
can get 2 studs for McCaffrey.
Oh, yeah.
Do it right now because your team
yeah,
probably
sell
needs
it before it's obvious that it's done for the season.
Yeah.
Which is something I if I could see the future, I would have done the same thing with Derrick Henry. But also at the same time, I feel like Derrick Henry's gonna be back. But yeah, I feel like that's a good call because before we see how
I didn't get McCaffrey in too many leagues, but if I had him, I would be looking at trades for him.
Yeah, I would
because
be
just
looking
think
at
I'd
trades
be able to
for
get
him.
So much for him right
the
now.
perfect scenario would be like look for trades and then stash Hubbard just in case. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hopefully, if you have McCaffrey, you already got Hubbard because if I had got McCaffrey, I would have drafted Hubbard with my last pick.
Right.